Welcome back, WNF fam. It is episode 14.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Almost at the big 1-5 mark. I think I told John we would do this for 20 episodes and see how it goes, so...
No, what we said was, since we really haven't shared this with siblings or family members, that we would look at episode 20 as kind of like a marker of whether or not we would want to share that with family and siblings.
No, that was episode 10, and that time has passed.
So then I guess we'll keep pushing it out.
We'll see if we ever get there. So this week was an interesting one. I've just been working increasingly long hours, and a couple of days I started at 4:30 in the morning because I had to prep for user acceptance testing with a group in EMEA and APAC, and it was 6 a.m. for me. So
that's brutal.
It was late for the one guy from APAC. Poor guy. It was very late in the evening, and he was testing, but...
For people who may not understand, what's EMEA and APAC?
I don't know what EMEA stands for, but it's the European countries.
Europe, Middle East, and Asia.
Oh, yeah.
What does APAC stand for?
Asian Pacific and...
No, I don't think "and" is. I think they skip
God.
"and" in abbreviations.
I wish I knew that John was going to cut this out, but he's not. Yeah, so anyway, I got up really, really early, and I was working till like 10:30, 11 at night. Some nights it was pretty hard with like 1, maybe 2 hours of breaks in the day. So I was feeling the heat this week, but something cool happened. I got a talent award.
That's fucking great. I mean, obviously, being acknowledged is good. Did it come with some kind of financial incentive?
Yes, that's all it is money and
Nice.
like one letter. And, well, money in the form of stock. So it was really nice, but I couldn't help but feel, maybe I'm going to sound like a shithead, but I wasn't like overly like, oh my God. I guess because I was so burnt out lately that I was like, wow, thank you. I mean, genuinely, I appreciated it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like an over-the-top reaction, so I hope that wasn't visible. I was so exhausted. I had been up since 4:30 that morning, and they were literally taking me out of a meeting that I didn't want to leave because I was taking notes and defects and all of this shit. So anyway, it was really nice, but I am curious if other folks that listen in, has your company incentivized you monetarily? What other ways have they incentivized you? Because I can tell you, at past jobs, I used to think like, man, if they just gave me a little bit of a bonus, like not at bonus time, I would feel so great. And it did feel great. It was nice. I'm just really worn out. And I think that's why they gave it to me.
That term, golden handcuffs, like, it's funny to see that play out. And I've talked to you about it, and I've talked to other people about it. Explain that term a little bit in the tech industry.
So it's a common thing in the tech community to use this app called Blind, and it is very useful. It tells other people's total comps in certain roles at certain companies, gives you insight to how certain companies are, and basically if you'd want to work there. You can also get help getting interviews and things like that. But one thing that is talked about is total comp. So total comp is the sum of your base salary, your bonus, and your stocks. And often, people that get restricted stock units, RSUs, refer to them as golden handcuffs because you don't just get them in a lump sum. They vest. Typically, it's over a 3-year period.
Fuck, so they're like locking you down.
Yeah, so let's say $60,000 in RSUs, $60,000. The cool thing is, if your company does really well, that can increase to way more than $60,000 because they grant it to you all at the beginning, but they only release it, every year. So yeah, people call it the golden handcuffs because you have all of this money in stock, and then you stick around, and then you go through bonus cycles. Now I've got golden handcuffs twice a year, several times a year. I've got it February, March, May, and October.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's actually genius.
It
for
is.
A company to go in and just lock you down and say like, okay, well, here, we're giving you what you want. You want to be acknowledged? Here you go. You want financial incentive? Here you go. But for us, you got to hang around.
Yeah. It's brilliant. I mean, now especially this one, I'm like, boss move. It makes people stick around.
For sure. What do you think the average time frame is now for somebody to stay at one company?
Honestly, 2 to 3 years for tech.
Makes sense. Yeah. I mean, think about it. That's enough time to be able to get one increase of a promotion of a title and then move on, to be able to take that and use that title increase to another company.
It's enough for you to get those RSUs vested over a period of time and then move on. I've definitely thought about it, like monetary means of rewards has always been a big motivator for me. But what other motivators are there? I guess maybe extra vacation days. The place I work with, due to COVID, gave us several wellness days this year. I thought that was a good incentive because everybody has to unplug.
Education and certification probably is the other one.
Yeah, if there's no fine print on that, because I know people that have gone back to get their MBAs and then they're indebted to that company for like 5 years.
Damn.
After they get their degree, or else they have to pay it back. And schooling ain't cheap.
No, it's not. Fuck. That's crazy. I was even just meaning just certification from like a tech standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's more common now.
Yeah.
For sure. But, you know, I tried to get our group some training, and I think that's starting to kind of go away.
Companies watching out for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's more usual now. No pensions, less money spent on activities, less money spent on food. Just is what it is, man.
Yeah.
But I'm thankful for the job. It's very nice to feel honored and rewarded. So, you know, it meant a lot. Especially
these days. Times are tough.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, it is not lost on me that I just have the job alone.
Right.
Let alone get, an incentive. That's amazing.
Got to be grateful for what you got. So the debate this week, there was the vice presidential debate. That was, it was actually refreshing because of the fact that you could actually hear their own views and they could actually oppose each other's views instead of talking over each other.
Yeah, I mean, beep, bop, boop, bop, Pence, I'm robot. I don't know if those were his views, but yeah, he wasn't yelling over her and she wasn't yelling over him. I know we have expressed our opinion about Kamala Harris on this podcast in the past, and I will say, I don't know if I said this at the time, but like, I don't judge her harshly on those things because I realize she was a female and a black female at that, probably with a team full of white guys. So I recognize she was the minority in that situation. And
you're talking about her past experiences being the attorney general.
I'm referencing a previous conversation on the podcast.
Yeah.
I was really, really impressed with her. Seriously, like legitimately proud to listen to her. I thought she was graceful. I thought she was intelligent. I thought she was to the point. Jesus Christ. That's such a rarity to have a succinct politician give their opinion on something.
Yeah.
She was very to the point. And I loved also how when he would try to talk over her, that she would say, I'm speaking.
Right.
I'm speaking. But she didn't yell or was rude, but she let him know, like, this is my time, sir. I loved it. That was like every woman in America.
I was impressed as well. It gave me some hope for the Democratic ticket because, honestly, Biden didn't surprise me in the last debate. I kind of thought that he would get run over by Trump and then he wouldn't do any better. So, yeah, Kamala Harris was actually refreshing.
I thought Biden was going to be, we've said it before, I thought he was going to be totally steamrolled by Trump. But he stepped up his antics. He had to fight fire with fire kind of thing. I mean, they're like, oh, God, man, shut up. I don't want to see that in a president. However, he had to do that kind of shit to keep some of the spotlight on him and off of Trump. So you got to fucking play with those antics. It sucks. It's horrible.
Was it interesting for you to see some of the views of some women, how they responded to Kamala Harris? Both negative and positive.
No, the only women that I personally choose to try to read and follow all said wonderful things about Kamala.
For me, I saw on Facebook women that I think probably went to high school with. I don't even remember high school or college with. And it was funny because of the fact that a lot of the women who used to be highly opinionated and boisterous about their views, those were the ones that I saw were calling her out as being snippy, showing a bad side of women, saying that she was too emotional. It was really strange, where I thought she did great. You know, I didn't think she was overly emotional at all. I think there's a large group of women out there that wish they could express their views, or wish that they could have the confidence to be able to speak and not get steamrolled and not just go with it.
I'm sorry, but were we watching the same fucking debate?
I know.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I'm so sick of this fucking rhetoric. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
She was perfect. I thought she was perfect. She was not flat at all, and she commanded her presence on that stage.
Obviously, I saw a lot of women give props where props were due to Kamala Harris, but then I also saw the counterpoint. So, and I have to say that it did match that profile.
Let me guess, do these people also, are they homemakers with children now?
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of the women that I saw speak up about this were women that in college would speak out and be very vocal about their opinions in class. So it was like, good for you. This is a fucking open forum. Speak your mind. And it's kind of sad because obviously being a homemaker, you don't get to express those kind of views in a kind of a forum where you're debating that.
I know plenty of women who are homemakers with children who are more than comfortable in expressing their opinion socially and at home. So yeah, I don't know if I agree on that one. I think there's a certain type of woman, because I deal with them plenty, who just all of a sudden, I don't know if it's that maybe they didn't do what they wanted to do in life, and then they have this angst about women that are comfortable and confident in themselves that may be different from them.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm looking from the outside in, obviously. I'm a man, and I'm not bashing women who choose to be homemakers or housewives. My mother was in public affairs, very boisterous woman, and then got into becoming a housewife, 4 kids. So I get it. I saw my mother become less vocal about her opinions. And it was kind of sad. And I saw that as she got older and kind of was more into that role of like the housewife. So
I get it. I mean, my mom was also a housewife for many years. So I get it. I mean, I don't get it, but I see it. I've seen it. I will tell you 100% that's not who I am. That's not who I will ever be. So buckle up, because I'll be telling you my opinion till you can't fucking hear anymore and you want to turn off your hearing aid when you're old and gray. And I can't wait. So before we get into the next topic, I was pretty thrilled this past, week. It was probably like a week and a half ago, when one of my favorite people that I follow on TikTok just fucking blew up. His handle is 420doggface, like DOGG. He is this guy, older guy, not old, just older. He has always posted like videos of him doing TikTok dances and dancing in a warehouse, and skater videos, like him skating, always just good music. He always chooses really good music, and it's all over the scale of genre. And he's just really, I don't know, he makes me smile. And so it's actually why I got onto TikTok was because I saw Christina P share one of his videos and I liked it so much. So I wanted to give him a follow. He blew up this week. He had, he skateboarded to Fleetwood Mac's Dreams song, which was funny. It was trending on podcasts at like on Spotify at number 7 because it blew up so much. But he was just like down the highway on a skateboard to Dreams, and he was drinking Ocean Spray cranberry juice and just vibing. And it, like last time I checked a couple of days ago, it was like 30 million views.
Well, I heard Fleetwood Mac got 400% more listens on Spotify.
I don't doubt that.
That's royalties.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
I mean, that definitely bodes well for them.
Yeah, I mean, I saw Fleetwood Mac in the fall. Shout out Stevie Nicks.
Also pre-COVID.
Also pre-COVID, obviously. Actually, it was at Dreamforce. Pretty cool stuff. But yeah, he blew up. I hope he gets sponsored. Like, he already got interviewed by one of the guys you follow. And it was just really inspiring to see somebody who just loves his life. He lives in his little trailer with his daughter. RV, sorry. He likes to skateboard. He's always smiling, it's just a good vibe. I love seeing people like that get popular, and I really hope he gets popular enough, to get some stuff, make some money, get some free stuff.
How many views did he get again?
Like 30 million.
30 million. Okay.
On this one video.
I have to fucking go back to the fact that 30 million views for something that I bet Ocean Spray wishes they had as much engagement in any kind of campaign.
Oh, people were like, Ocean Spray, buy him a house. They were commenting on the video, like calling out all the. It was really interesting. Good for him. Nothing but props. I so enjoy his videos, so I'm stoked to see him get famous.
Yeah, that's cool. Not good for him.
But yeah, anyway, so super stoked for him. Another thing that came up this week for us, we got a projector and an outdoor screen and did a movie night last weekend. And, we've done really, really well keeping ourselves at home. We've gradually gone out to a couple of places with our mask, going to the gym now, etc. We are thinking about doing an outdoor movie night and inviting a couple of friends. So we're kind of prepping for that. Like, how do we do this in a safe way? Obviously, everybody wear a mask.
Yeah, I mean, it's a controlled environment. It's a place where we know that we're going to be COVID safe. If we're going to have people over, we're not going to have people over that we know have actively been fucking just going out nuts.
We talked about what kind of food would be easy to share without having to touch like tongs,
right,
and having to really risk anybody like breathing on food and things like that. Like, pizza is always easy, but that you don't want hands grabbing slices.
Right.
So my favorite sandwich shop is Ike's Love and Sandwiches. They have a lot of vegetarian and vegan stuff, and you can get a party platter, but like wrapped from there. So we thought we would get subs for everybody and they have a bunch of weird flavors. It's so good. Well, they have a bomb ass vegan meatball sub, but they have like a chicken teriyaki wasabi sandwich, like all kinds of fun stuff. And then we thought we'd do like chips, and I was going to get some vegan Halloween cookies.
It's funny. We tested out the projector last weekend and we set it up, and then we realized like two big fucking problems. One, there's this big fucking glaring light that just shines like right on the side of where the projector is. And so it's so annoying. That's one that's behind our wall. We can't fucking do anything about that light except for maybe like reposition the screen and all that. And then the other thing, we figured out that at a specific time, our fucking pool cleaning thing comes on and it's so loud and it's going to totally fuck up any audio of any movie that we're, playing. So
that's why we start watching the movie early.
Yeah.
And we're going to tell everybody to bring their own blankets and pillows, and we're going to have everyone spaced out 6 feet. So like your blanket, you can chill, without your mask on, put it on if you have to get up. We're going to do Lysol spray and wipes for when people come indoors, because you got to give a bathroom to the people. That's not cool.
Damn. Such a weird shit, right? The fact that you have to like think about cleaning up, everything around whenever somebody just enters your house just to go use the restroom. That's such a fucking weird thought.
It's but pandemic.
I guess, yeah, exactly. It's just the times.
Yeah, I mean, we could be, I see a range of people not doing things, others doing senseless stuff. So we're trying to ride the line of not being irresponsible, but also giving everybody a break, I think, from this stuff. So I feel confident that we'll be able to accomplish it. It's not like we invited a lot of people. So, we're talking like 8 people.
Right.
It's not a lot. And we'll be mindful. That's why we did it outdoors. So we'll let you guys know how it goes.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for listening. This is episode 14. You can catch us on social media.
Yeah, you can catch us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at WNF Podcast.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for listening, guys. Have a great week.
Have a great week, guys. Bye.
Bye.